I'm Jax, and welcome to the Grill Iron. We draft the best culinary trailblazers to step into our taste-made kitchen at the Hyundai Fieldhouse and redefine the art of tailgating. While the teams fight it out on the gridiron, our chefs turn up the heat on the grill iron.
Would you like to call Mom?
Yes.
Calling Mom.
Hello?
Hey, Mamacita.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm on my way to the stadium. How about you?
We're already here, and excited to see you.
Can't wait to see you too. Love you much, Mamacita.
All right, I'm in a little bit.
When you come to Northern Florida, you can't help but notice a distinctly Southern charm. And in Tallahassee, the capital city of my home state, the spirit of game day is on every shirt, face, and plate. This is awesome. These guys are all frat bros. They've been doing this for like 30 years. I grew up with this guy. 16 hours to make and about 10 seconds to devour. We've gone full savage. Bringing some French influence to the grill today is a James Beard nominee with a thoughtful local approach to elevating those familiar Southern flavors.
My name is Brian Whittington, and I am the executive chef of restaurant Orsay. Orsay is basically a collaboration of French technique and Southern influences. So we showcase that our background is French, but we have a lot of local farmers here that are really starting to produce a really good product. Bacon. When you're representing the South, you definitely have to have pork on the plate. It's something that I love, and I know that most Southerners will. It's an easy way to please their palate. The good thing about the South is hospitality. Our job at the end of the day is to make the guests happy, and that's what we really strive to do. As a community of chefs here in Jacksonville, I think we have a responsibility to support local. With the great 60s and 70s, we started microwaving and freezing everything and got away from what our actual region produced. At the end of the day, you know, we're expecting our guests to support us as a local restaurant. I think that if we're expecting people to do that, we have a responsibility to make sure that we're showcasing local farmers as well. If you want to get your beef from Iowa or you want to get your lamb from Colorado, I think that's great, but at the end of the day, if you can't find local vegetables and showcase what your region is producing, I think you're at a loss. For the tailgate, we're going to be doing some local caught catfish placed over extremely buttery middlings and then some local shrimp étouffée.
Welcome to Congaree and Penn. You actually wouldn't think it, but Jacksonville used to be pretty big into agriculture.
There used to be a lot of dairy farming up here on the north side where we're at, but a lot of that's gone the way of development. Grain is something that's not really part of the food network here in North Florida, and a lot of people were really dying for it. When they found out, oh, I can actually get my rice here from a local farm, people got really excited about it.
To me, rice shows up in a bag, usually from somewhere far away, probably been sitting on a truck or on a shelf for a long time.
Yeah. We mill it fresh weekly for both our chefs and also for the farmers market, and that's the main reason it's a superior product. That milled fresh, that's kind of our quality, that's our point that we try to really promote.
You gotta be aggressive.
Gotta be aggressive. All right. Can I come over here?
Yeah, try to get that guy.
You're getting it.
That's hard. Ugh. I love it because it's all like brown and dead on the outside, but vibrant and green on the inside.
It is. Well, now that we've scythed the rice, we'll bring it over here to the thresher, where we'll actually be separating the grain from the stalk.
This blows my mind that someone's still doing it this way, like with a foot pedal machine.
And it's gonna spin it around in there, get all that grain off.
Did I get most of it?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Woo! Oop,
Yeah,
nope.
keep it going.
Okay. Look at this. I never would have thought this was the way it's done. There's something totally romantical about the whole process.
And this is what sets us apart from other rice farmers and makes us be able to exist as a small rice farm is our mill. This is one of our 2 rice mills here, and it all begins by adding in that rough rice that we took out of the thresher, and we'll just pop this machine on.
It's crazy that you guys see it all the way through from planting the seeds to milling it to calling the chefs and saying, what do you need tomorrow?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, especially when he drops it off and the bags are still hot.
So I keep hearing about these Midlands, but what exactly is a Midland?
Well, Midland used to be basically just a byproduct that didn't get used. It was used by like peasants back in the day, but now it's become more of like a heritage product. It's a much creamier texture. The gluten's really come out, and over a long cooking process, it's very similar to like risotto.
While we're waiting for the milling to finish, I figured I'd cook up a little bit of our fresh milled brown rice for you guys if you want to try it out.
Pretty good.
Can you taste the freshness?
That's not even rice.
It's pretty awesome, right?
I feel like it's unfair to call everything else I've had rice. It's just it's like a whole new experience. Truly, I mean, I've never like attacked a plain bowl of rice like this. It's so good. Tailgate time is all about big meat, but when you're in Florida, you do what Florida does best, and that would be this.
Seafood. So we got some local catfish, port canaveral shrimp, and we're gonna do it over a spicy étouffée.
Oh, that sounds amazing. You've infused the best of the South, the best of your French influence, and the Gulf. The glorious bounty of the Gulf. What goes into this dish?
Well, everything starts off with bacon.
I love it. Even though you've gone fish, you're like, it's a tailgate. We gotta get bacon in
Like
there.
I said, everything starts with bacon. That's what it is. So now we've got the base for our roux. Now that we've got the crispy bacon, all we're gonna do is add a little bit of flour.
Yeah, that's what helps it coat that rice and make it so much better.
That's right. Now we're just gonna add the spice. Pretty simple. It's just basically paprika, cayenne, black pepper, white pepper. So the next thing is we're gonna add our stock. So we make a house-made chicken stock, and I'm gonna go ahead and have you pour that in with it, and I'll whisk it up.
That is a glorious stew.
Man, that smells good.
You know you're on the right track when the chef is impressed by his cooking.
Yep.
Oh,
Next step is gonna be basically just adding a Holy Trinity in.
the Holy Trinity. It's our celery, our onions, and our 2 gorgeous bell peppers.
That's correct. I start slowly adding that in.
I love that we're actually cooking our Florida fish in the stew.
So yeah, these local port canaveral shrimp are real similar to like a rock shrimp. So instead of being like briny and salty, it's actually gonna be slightly sweet. Yeah, at this point, this is basically done. All we're gonna do is let it sit here and cook down a little bit more.
Seeing this bowl makes me so very happy. It brings back such beautiful memories.
Yeah, all the way to yesterday.
Our made-to-order Midlands. This is gonna be the hardest part of my day, waiting for that glorious rice to cook. This is why I love the South. Giant bowl of butter, giant bowl of heavy cream. No shame in that, kid.
That's right.
Now you're really turning it into grits. Look at that. It's creamy, it's gooey, it's full of flavor. Our local catfish. What are we doing to this?
We've got a mixture of buttermilk. Do not use regular milk. It is too boring. Use buttermilk.
If it's boring, don't eat it.
We're also going to use rice flour, and that's what we're going to use for our breading.
This is all of what was cast off when we were making our Midlands, and now we're repurposing it into our catfish fry. That sound is like music to my ears and my stomach. Woo! I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. Just breaks open. Can you hear that crunch? Wow, that is pretty much the best piece of fried fish I've ever had. Wow. Proud of yourself? Pat on the shoulder.
Good.
Good. Wow. It's just, I mean, every single ingredient is perfection. The fish is perfectly crispy on the outside. You have the richness and the creaminess of the Midlands, and then just that wonderful kick of spice. I've been waiting all day for that. You know I'm loving it because I'm in full shovel mode. I'm like not even taking the time to breathe or talk. Just eat. It's so good. Woo! Hey everybody, welcome to the Hyundai Fieldhouse. Yeah! Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's meet Chef. Hey Chef. Hey, fans are loving Brian. Whoever gets fed first.
Not a Catfish fan, but this is amazing. Really, really good.
It's delicious. My first time eating catfish. It was incredible.
That is amazing. Y'all know how much I love food. This is why I love food. I've got a Jewish mom and an Italian father. Somebody was always telling me I needed to eat. This is really good. Surprise. Yeah, it actually is really good.
Taste made, baby.
If you want some more of Chef Brian's Southern stylings in a bowl, then all you gotta do is say so. Hit it in the comments, click like, send this to your friends, because at the end of the most delicious 10 weeks of my life, we're bringing our favorite chefs to Los Angeles. They're stepping inside the Taste Made Kitchen for a tailgate, the Rowdown. You better bring me some of that rice.